Hello guys, and welcome back to the Newcrest speed build series. Today, we shall be building a park. So, as you may have seen from the screenshot there, it wasn't super revealing. Is that this place, like the previous build video, is going to be rather unique. So, as you can see, I've sort of made a strange shaped little fountain there. And right now we are building a little building that we will be having. One thing that I really wanted for this park was, first I wanted it to have a like a wedding place. Just a place where you could go to actually have your wedding that would actually be nice. It wouldn't just be your house, you know. I mean, nothing against the house weddings, but sometimes your Sims just want to go somewhere else. So that was the plan. It doesn't really have all of the things that you would want in a wedding. It just has the basics, just like the basics to make cake and for people to sit down and watch the wedding. But, I feel like that's really all it needs. And especially since it was a park, I didn't want to take away from the fact that it's a park. So, it's just this little room, this little building here, that we have the 2 bathrooms for the park, and then the little room for doing cooking and for the baking of the cake and food and things like that. So yeah, we're gonna get into placing all of that right now. But anyway, you'll notice I made the fountain very strange shaped, and that's because I wanted to do something a little different with this park. Something that I really like, and I don't necessarily feel like it totally fits the modern style exactly, but I think it's really cool for a park, and I think it turned out really well also, since it's very outdoorsy and open, and I really like the idea. So what's gonna happen is we've put those little fountains down, and I'm going to cover them, and I do mean cover, in like foliage, like plants and trees and rocks and all sorts of stuff. So that little area that I've already sort of made a little nook for is going to be where the wedding arch will be. And so then I was trying to think. I was like, all right, if you're at your wedding and you're at a park, like, you obviously can't rent out the park, so you would logically want the kids area to be as far away from the wedding as possible. So that's what I tried to do. I also made that little bridge there. I thought it looked kind of nice. Obviously, it's not like a perfect bridge, obviously, but yeah. I also realized that there were no ponds in this neighborhood, and I was like, we can't have that for a park. You need to be able to go to a park and be able to do fishing and things like that. So I used the by debug mode to grab a nice little pond. So I don't know what just happened there. Taking a break apparently. So yeah, here we go. We are starting into the foliage part of this build, which will be huge. As you can see, I used more rocks. I wanted it to look more natural, I guess. Sort of like they had this sort of like little stream had already been here or something. I mean, obviously there's nowhere for the stream to come from in this area, so I'm not really sure like where the stream came from or what's happening, but I just wanted it to look sort of natural and just sort of like a little bit of an oasis for your Sims to come to and have lots of lush, happy greenness and things like that. So yeah, I found it easiest to go through and place all of the rocks first, and then go back through and place all the plants, because I don't know, I feel like I tend to forget that there are rocks to use until it's like too late. So I tried to go through and do the rocks first because I did want rocks. I just get a little crazy with the plants if I don't have some sort of guideline in my head. So yeah, as you can see, we are going through here now. The idea was that I was trying to cover up the edges of the pool, of the fountain, so that it actually looked natural. you know, so that it didn't look like it was obviously a fountain with plants around it. That was the idea, so I tried to cover up the edges as best as I could. I did consider changing the trim, but that didn't pan out well. There weren't any good trims. They were all very large and bulky, and I was like, alright, you know what, I'm just gonna leave it. I was hoping they would have one that was like green or like brown or something, but no, nothing. There was nothing of the sort. I also put that table in so that you can, and I did test it, you can put, I actually changed it to a different table later, but you can put like cake and stuff on there and your Sims can't access it and things like that. So I made sure to test that. That was the idea for that table, was that it would be a little place that was sort of like blended in with the, I don't know, like all the plants and things, but at the same time was still sort of, I don't know what I'm saying. At the same time was still just sort of natural and modern and stuff. I don't know. Still functional. I wanted it to be functional. So yeah, I wanted to make this place this area really nice looking over here because, you know, think about it. If you're gonna take like wedding photos, you want it to look nice. You want to have a nice backdrop. So I made sure to put lots of plants and a big tree back there. And I sort of put these flowers, those little terrain paint flowers, down down the aisle sort of thing, you know, because I didn't want to put like rugs or carpet or flooring or anything in there. That would just be weird. So I put the little flowers down there. So that I thought that was nice. Thought it was cute. There are a couple things I do off camera with this build because I don't know, I was just totally scatterbrained when I was doing this, I guess. So I do add, I think I fence in the little playground area during this part. Yeah, I'm about to do that right now. Okay, I think I go through and add like lights and a little bit of plants next to it. So you will see those in the screenshot, but I don't think I do them on camera. I'm not totally sure. I know there's something I don't do on camera, but I'm pretty sure that was it. Pretty sure that's what I don't do. So now starting the daunting task of terrain painting in this place, because, you know, gotta make it look natural, so you gotta go put dirt underneath everything and all of that. And I decided there wasn't enough there in that space, and I had a fountain later. I don't know if did I add that off camera? I'm not really sure. Yeah, I got to the point where I was just like, oh, okay, and now I'm done with this place, and then, like, started, like, rendering the video or whatever, and then went back and was going to take screenshots, and I was just like, you know, we should do this. I should add this. That would look better. So that's kind of what happened. Yeah, I do, like, major terrain painting here in a second. I'm pretty sure what I do is I do the terrain painting in, like, the seating area, the park area, and then, yeah, and then I'm just like, oh, this space is kind of empty. I think I need to put something there. There we go. There it is. There we go. But yeah, I also wanted to make that a little, like, sort of like a little romantic place, like a little bench under the tree. I always like that. I feel like it's The Sims 2, where like my Sims went on a date or something, and there was a little bench under a tree, and it was all very romantic and all of that. I don't know. I'm not really sure, but I know it was a thing. Oh, and I struggled with this stupid little this little bridge thing. I struggled with it. But anyway, we're not done, guys. Here are these screenshots. Oh, we already whizzed past the playground area, but I added lights and stuff. So yeah, we have got all of this going on. I really like that tree. There's the wedding area and a floor plan in air quotation marks because, I mean, it's just a park. There's not really a floor plan. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I will see you tomorrow. Bye!